So this one was kind of interesting to me. After they move on from Jameis Winston, Mike Sando from The Athletic, a national NFL reporter, tweets this out. Teams offensive ranked in EPA per play. Browns were 32nd with Watson. They were 32nd with Winston. Better, but still not good. And that's kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean EPA per play is it's not really totally a quarterback stat. I mean it is like an indicative of the offense's collective success, but as we know that the quarterback is a big part of that, but not the part of that that matters the most. So I know that's not what you're going to say. I just would be careful as a consumer of football to rely on EPA to tell you whether an offense was better or worse to the quarterback. I think we can all use our eyes. Collectively, Jameis was better than what Deshaun Watson was putting on the field. His issue, as has been his issue for the entirety of his career, is that he not only throws a football or two into hazardous situations every game, is that he has a knack for making these unbelievably critical errors that result in like the highest level of points possible for the opposing team when they make that intercept. You would agree with me, there's variance and different degrees of interception quality, right?
Yes.
So that's Jameis's issue. And I think it was some of what Flacco's issue was. And the Browns just have to be able to find somebody, which these guys are not easy to find, right? Who can navigate the good within what they want to do offensively, but also then at the same time avoid the mistakes that have plagued two veteran quarterbacks for 2 straight years. Whereas Watson's issue was not processing things, bailing on pockets, and taking sacks, running into sacks. Like the list goes on. And I think I've been on here to talk about that. So I just, the Browns offense is bad. No way around that. That's a big part of what's being decided immediately following the season. But I definitely feel like the point that was made in that tweet too is like, yes, they were bad, but they were better with a different quarterback. And I think that's just where you have to look at this as the future of this roster is like running Deshaun Watson back out there next year is as big of career suicide as anybody can do at this point. And on top of the layers of how he played, Dave, it's the Achilles that he just wrote. Like that's a
Correct.
massive part of his play style is moving and running on top of the shoulder surgery the year before. And he takes hits and like you're selling me a used car that I know is a limit. And it's not personal, but the body can only take so much for how you play, right? And that's a conversation we're having about Nick Chubb too at this point. Unfortunately, is like these guys hurt parts of their body that made them this special player that they had found success with, and it's like, how many times can you keep believing that they can come back and do this thing again within you know what I mean? It just it gets there. It's the NFL for you.